Hello and welcome to the Coding Bytes. I am Abhishek Parmar, and in this video we are going to solve Capgemini pseudocode and DSA questions which were asked on 28th April 2021. So let's begin. So this is the first question. As you can see in this question, what will be the output of the following pseudocode? So we will have to solve this pseudocode and we will have to find the output, and there are four options given here. The first option is 3, second option is -2, third option is 8, and fourth option is 13. So first of all, let's try to dry run this code line by line. As you can see, there are three variables given here, P, Q and R. So I have represented P, Q and R, and the initial value of P is 2. So I have initialized P with 2. Then Q is initialized with value 3 and R with 1. Now after this, if we move to the next line, so as you can see, there is a if statement which is if 1. So this particular statement is true because we have passed 1 inside the if, which is considered as a true. So now we will move to this particular if block. Now again we have condition if 1. So this condition is again considered as true. So because this condition is true, so P equals to 1, this statement will be executed. And because of this, the value of P will now become 1. So now once the value of P becomes 1, we will move to the next if block. So in this if block, as you can see, the condition is again if 1, which is again true. So the statement Q equals to 1 will be executed. And because of this, the value of Q will become 1. Now after this, we will move to the next statement, which is R equals to 1. So R was initially 1, and again we are trying to override the value of R with 1. So R will become 1 now. Now after this, in the next statement, you can see there is a statement print P plus Q plus R. So this statement will become 1 plus 1 plus 1. And when we add the value of P, Q and R, we will get 3. So 3 is the correct output for this particular pseudocode. Now let's move to the next question. So the next question is, consider an array of integers which is A. So an array is given here. Now a function named min takes an array as a parameter and return the minimum element of the array. So find the value of the following expression. So there is the expression given which is min a of 0 plus min a of 1. So you will have to find the value of this particular expression. So first of all, let's see, this is the array. So this is nothing but a two-dimensional array. So in this particular array, the first index is a of 0 and the second index is a of 1. So in the first part of the array, we have 9 elements. And similarly, we have 9 elements in a of 1. So now when we look at the expression min a of 0, so it is given in the question that this particular function returns the minimum element from that array. So for example, this function is called for a of 0. Now what will happen? So this particular expression will return the minimum value from the first array, which is a of 0. So the minimum value from a of 0 is 1. Now similarly, when the function min a of 1 will be called, so it will also return the minimum value from a of 1 array, which is 1. So the expression will become 1 plus 1, which is 2. So the value of the following expression will be 2. That is why our output is 2. Now let's move to the third question. So in this question, as you can see, consider a tree shown in the diagram below. So there is a tree which is given in this diagram. Now you have to calculate the number of descendant nodes of the root node. So what is the meaning of descendant? So descendant is any node from a particular node to leaf node, which means any number of nodes which comes after a particular node is considered to be the descendant. For example, here it is given that we have to find the descendant nodes of the root node. So all the nodes which comes after this particular root node A are considered as the descendant. So there are total 21 nodes in this tree, and if we subtract one root node from these 21 nodes, so we will get the number of descendant nodes. So there are total 20 descendant nodes of this root node. So answer is 20. Now let's move to the fourth question. So in this question, you are given, consider a stack of integers. The stack is allocated 5 memory cells. So for example, you are given a stack having 5 cells. So there are already 1, 3 and 3. Now you are given the following operation which you have to perform on this stack. So the first operation is push stack 4, which means you have to push 4 in this stack. So if you push 4 in this stack, so now the stack will have 4 elements. Now after this, we move to the next operation. So the next operation is again push, which is pushing the 10 in this stack. So now the stack has 5 elements. Now after this, the next operation is pop stack item, which means we have to pop one element from this stack. So the topmost element, which is 10, will be popped, and this will be stored to item. So that is why the value of item will be 10. So the correct output is 10. Now let's move to the fifth question. So in this question it is given, consider an array S of integers. So you are given an array. Now the following operations are performed on this array. So there are 5 operations which are given, which are performed on this array, and you have to calculate the sum of all the elements of the array after all the operations are performed. So the first operation is duplicates are removed. So from the given array, if we remove all the duplicates, so the elements will be 1, 2, 4, 3. There will be only 4 elements. Now if we move to the next operation, which is 4 is appended, that means 4 will be added to this array. So this array will now become like this. Now after this we have 1 is appended. This is the third operation. Now 1 will be added to this array. Now after this 2 is appended, so 2 will also be added to this array. Now once we reach fifth operation, so as you can see, duplicates are removed, which means all the duplicates are again removed. So our array will now contain 1, 2, 4 and 3. So now we have to calculate the sum of all the elements which are present in the array. So 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 3 will become 10. So the correct answer is 10. Now let's move to the sixth question. So consider a tree which is shown in the diagram below. Which of the following vertices have no siblings? So there is a tree which is given here, and as you can see there are many nodes in this tree. You have to tell which of the vertices has no sibling. Now first let us understand what is the meaning of sibling. So sibling means brother or sister. So if a tree has nodes which share the same parent, so they are considered as sibling. As you can see in this tree there are many nodes, but there is one node M which has no sibling. So this will be the correct option because this M has no siblings. So that is why our answer is M. So I hope all the explanations were clear, but still if you have any doubt, please let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe the Coding Bytes. Thanks for watching.